Hi there, breezebo. I didn't notice until, of course, like everything, I'm halfway done with the project before I read the directions, but I didn't notice, I read your bio or whatever, that there's half a dozen of you, so this is to the breezebo that was commenting with Belly Dump 1974 and several other smart people. But on the whatever that silly stupid ass video was on Satan or whatever, and some of them clowns. But anyway, I tell you, it's so rare these days, you know, it just turns into a shit show, them comments. I cuss myself every time I even look at them. But anyway, and now if this isn't the same cat, because it did surprise me, but the one of you that is interested in buying an AR-15. Now this is just my opinion, but I ain't alone. God, in my opinion, they're junk. Oh man, I tell you. And you talk to some Vietnam vets and ask them which gun they'd rather been carrying. You know, the AK-47 or the SK. Okay, you got M16, you got AR-15. Well, you got SKS, you got AK-47. You got me? All right. Now this one here. I bought this back in oh Christ Almighty, about 86, 87, and I got it up in Wabash, South Dakota for $66, $67, tax included in the grease. Now this is a Chinese built one. This ain't a Norinco. Well, I guess I can't say that for sure. I would imagine that their dies and tooling are probably the same, whatever building. But this is a good Chinese built one, and here's the thing. Now, I've shot this gun thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Hell, I got a lot of other guns. It's basically the only one I shoot. It's the only one I carry around, period. But you can leave it in the back seat behind your pickup. You can leave it for 6 months. You can dump it in the fucking slough, in the mud, and run it around down there, pull it up, and keep shooting. I mean, that AR-15 is gonna, I mean, if it ain't plumb clean, it's gonna jam on you. And if you shoot it a lot, I mean, the chances of you having to, between these two guns, the chances of you working on this one are slim to none, unless you damage it. You know, unless you drop, you know, I don't know what you got to do to it, but run it over with a tank, maybe. Then you'll have to replace some parts. Now the AR-15, they're too complicated, and you know how fucking American, you know, they can't have nothing that works, because God forbid they'd make something that works. But anyway, all right, here it is. If you ain't familiar, all right, let's switch this program around here. Okay, here we have it. Now I don't. You can put scopes on these. But if you want a scope on it, you've got to get a short scope and a shell deflector. You can't see the shells come out, eject out the top. See the receiver there, and if you got a long regular length scope, they'll just the ejected shells will just beat the shit out of it. It don't work. You can get shell ejectors or ejector guards too. I don't recommend that, because then well, anyway, you do whatever you like there. But I like the open sights on this thing. I got another one with a scope on it. Never shoot it. Hardly ever shoot it. Okay, this is a 10-round clip. What they'll come with, unless somebody modified it, is a fixed magazine, 10-shell magazine, which is, you know, is probably good enough for you. I thought I had to have a 30-round clip, so I switched this out. That's easy to do too. But if you do have the fixed magazine, they load from the top. As soon as you shoot your last shell, the bolt stays back, and they're called stripper clips. And they're just a little piece of tin with the grooves in them. 10 shells in there. There's a notch right on the gun. They're built for it. Set it in there. Push your shells in. You're loaded again. I mean, you know, they're sold. This is, you know, I don't know when Kalashnikov had his first design out. I don't think they had any in World War II, but shortly after that. There's more of these built than any fucking gun in the world. 7.62 by 39 is a caliber. That's the most common caliber bullet in the world. I get Russian once fired reloaded shells. I've been getting them through cheaper than dirt, or Steve's bulk ammo. The last ones I bought were $212 for 1,000 rounds, or 1,100. Yeah, for 1,000 rounds. Good shells. Hell, I never had any trouble with them. I think them were. Oh, there's different ones. Bear, Tula. They're all the same. They're once fired military Russian shells anyway. And you can spend a lot more for them if you want, but that's what kind I get. Okay, I'm going to pause it, and we'll jump out in the four-wheeler and run out in the pasture, and we'll pop a few rounds off for you and see what you think.